TRN News.
7 people are recovering after a mass shooting involving juveniles at Kate Campbell Park in Jackson on Saturday night. Police say one victim suffered serious injuries while the others are expected to recover. Authorities are asking anyone with information or video of the incident to contact the Jackson Police Department. No arrest has been announced. More than 9,000 Memphis light, gas, and water customers lost power Sunday as severe storms moved through Shelby County. Crews worked to restore electricity to thousands of homes and businesses affected by dozens of outages. Residents are urged to check with the outage map for the latest updates. Today is Memorial Day in Tennessee and across the country. That means most city, county, and state offices will be closed. Public schools and U.S. Postal Service, banks, and courts will also be shut down. Most retailers and pharmacies like Walmart, Costco, CVS, and Walgreens will be open for business as usual. I'm Rebecca Hughes.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
The volunteer fire department in Gallatin says they lost thousands of dollars to a repair shop.
Lieutenant Jason Ditzler tells Fox 17 he dropped off the truck at Fritz Auto Repair in December for repair, and when they went back to pick up the vehicle,
at the time they told us, hey, we're filing bankruptcy. We can't give you your money back. Have a good day. Bye.
He says they lost about $7,000. The shop owner says he's been on medical leave the past 2 years and unable to work. Records show his daughter, who was running the business, was arrested in Sumner County facing charges of fraud and identity theft. I'm Thomas Cage.
2 bystanders are being hailed as heroes after saving a man from drowning in the Duck River in Maury County. The Maury County Fire Department commended the men and reminded everyone of the importance of wearing life jackets while swimming. Thankfully, there were no reported injuries from the incident. No Mow May encourages homeowners to let flowers and grass grow for pollinators and water retention. The movement has expanded to include Let It Bloom June and Leave the Leaves in the Fall. WPLN reports conservation groups say low mowing and selectively leaving native plants can save drinking water and lead to positive ecological changes. I'm Rebecca Hughes, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. In-N-Out Burgers is coming to Cookeville. The Upper Cumberland Business Journal reporting that the restaurant will set up shop in the future Willows Shopping Center at the corner of Willow Avenue and I-40. Construction crews broke ground on the shopping center a few weeks ago. Slated to open in October 2026, the Willows will also be home to Home Depot and Target. White County has broken ground on a new health department facility. The Sparta Expositor reports that the $6 million building will be located on the corner of Moses Drive and the old Smithville Highway North. Construction expected to take between 12 and 15 months to complete. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office arrested a fugitive wanted since 2018 Friday. Joshua Kane Love apprehended at a home on Greenland Avenue. Love had outstanding warrants charging him with aggravated burglary. Deputies also arrested Ashley Green on charges of accessory after the fact for harboring a fugitive. Officials said she had previously denied knowing Green when questioned about his whereabouts. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. A few showers are possible off and on through lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms becoming likely during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the mid-70s. It may be a bit breezy at times, with wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour possible. Scattered showers and storms will continue overnight with lows in the lower 60s. Scattered storms will hang around for Wednesday with highs in the mid-70s. We'll finally see a return of mostly sunny skies Thursday, with only a low chance of a pop-up afternoon storm and highs in the upper 70s. The weekend will be much the same story, with low 80s finally returning as we turn toward next week. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune and dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright, with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's good to be back. It's the 27th of May. Happy Tuesday, Sheila.
Happy Tuesday, Jason.
Not Monday.
It's not Monday, it's Tuesday, but it feels just like a Monday. You know what I did, y'all? I went off, left the house, and forgot my phone. And it feels
awful.
crazy.
I sympathize with you, Sheila.
I didn't have time to go back and get it when I realized, oh,
that's the worst.
my purse.
I've gotten about halfway to work before and realized I'd left my phone and turned around and went back. Because I mean, as bad as I hate to say it, I feel really strange if I don't have my phone.
I do too, because, you know, we've got things you need to know on the phone, and, you know, I have all my stuff on the phone.
Right.
That's what we do.
I know.
So
I know.
Jason's going to carry the show today.
Well, I mean, come on.
That's every day.
I do that every day. Well, I have a few things you need to know, Sheila.
I'm so glad you do. I mean, I did, but I don't remember any of them.
Well, one, I just think it's, you know, really neat that it's come out now that I was right again about the In-N-Out burger. Reports are from the Upper Cumberland Business Journal that the In-N-Out burger is going to be over here where they're building Target and Home Depot.
And I sent that to you.
Right, because you thought Jason needs to see this.
Jason needs to see this. If I was on my phone, that's at home.
Because he was right.
I don't know what we did, but we had landlines.
So you know, that's one thing that you need to know in case you didn't hear it in Rafferty's news there.
And I do know one of the things I had, the Peach Festival's coming up. I think it's sometime in June. Putnam County Fairgrounds. That was one of them.
Yeah. The Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development's got $1 million. They're going to be awarding to 2 collaborative teams, and this is from the state, and it's part of a $7.5 million funding grant through the state to help with research and development to make Tennessee the #1 destination for that, for automotive and mobility research and development. So I guess they're going to lure some companies here, or with that money. I'm not sure how all that works.
I'll get you, my pretty. We're going to lure them.
That's what you thought of when I said lure? You went straight Wicked Witch?
Yeah, I went straight Wizard of Oz. Let's just say that.
No, Wicked Witch.
She's, you know what? She's one of the best villains ever. I keep saying it's Darth Vader, which he's a good one. But that Wicked Witch.
Oh, yeah, the Wicked Witch was.
Things you need to know. Go ahead, Jason.
The Upper Cumberland is really taking on this artificial intelligence stuff. It's begun. The AI revolution is here.
It's at Bojangles. Did you know that?
I did know that.
They got an AI taking your order.
I ordered all through the AI. Like, I didn't talk to like a real human. You know, normally there's the thing that comes on at the front.
Right.
Where you know it's not somebody working in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
then it never went away.
Yeah. See, before it went away. Now
and then the real person comes on.
Right.
Now she was like, "Can I get you anything else?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Girl, I know you ain't for real."
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, is there going to be a little robot that takes my money? No.
No.
Somebody.
Yeah. But that's coming, I'm sure.
He looked like he'd be glad that if there was just an AI taking my money.
So there is AI on the streets, on the main streets in Cook Vegas from Smart Infrastructure. There is AI there at the corner of at the lights at Jackson and Willow. They're trying that out there. I think there might be some other streets.
Meaning what?
They're using AI, traffic cameras, and a smart system, so I guess they can decide who goes next.
Oh, it's not. She was running the yellow and it turned red. I'm calling and telling.
No, I don't think it's that. I think
I'm telling on you.
No, it's more of a traffic flow, because that is a mess right there. So they're going to see what AI can do with that. I'm not sure if it's up and operational or if they just said yes to it.
That's crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. I like to know when it's up and operational. We can see if
they tell us.
Done any good. See if that artificial intelligence is any match for our human intelligence.
It probably wins.
All but one of Tennessee's 95 counties reported a drop in their unemployment rates in April. Putnam was at 3.1. The lowest in the state was Williamson County at 2.2%. Rutherford County had 2.3. Then Wilson, Cheatham, Knox, and Robertson all at 2.4. Those are the lowest. The only one that was above 5% was Johnson County. So there you go. Putnam did good.
County, I guess that's in West somewhere.
I don't know where Johnson County is.
Me either.
Huh. That's weird that a county come up that we don't know.
That's why I'm thinking it was out west somewhere.
It might be.
West Tennessee.
I'm not sure. Well, did you have a good Memorial Day weekend, Sheila?
I did. I had a real good one.
Did you do anything fun, or did you just hang out?
Hung out.
That's what I
With
did.
some of my people.
Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't do much of anything.
Yeah, we did stuff around the house, but stuff, got stuff done.
Yeah.
And then relaxed a little.
I didn't even get a lot of stuff done.
You just relaxed a little?
Yeah.
Or a lot?
Yeah. I just didn't. I did nothing. 0 things got done.
That's nice.
Yeah. I thought about mowing. I didn't.
You thought about it.
I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out there and mow.
Nah.
I'm not going to go out there and mow.
And it was okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got your 2 cents, and since Sheila forgot her phone.
What's the worst thing to eat in the car? What's the worst thing to eat in the car? And your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. They are so great. They're your guns and ammo store, from guns to guitars to lawnmowers and anything in between. They've got it at Freedom Pond.
Chicken pot pie is the worst thing to eat in the car.
Got a story there.
I do, and it infuriates me every single time I think about it.
Wasn't me, y'all.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Sheila.
I don't infuriate him. I just get on his nerves a little bit and annoy him because I try.
Yeah, a little bit. But I still love you.
Infuriate you?
No, you don't infuriate me. No, you're just kind of like, gosh,
That's how you are. How do you think you are to me?
Look, I know I'm extra. I told you that from the get. I didn't try
extra. He's extra.
I didn't try to hide it.
Didn't try to hide it.
I was up front with you from the very beginning.
I don't think I realized how extra I was until I worked with Jason.
Yeah, well. So your 2 cents coming up in just a little bit. Hang out with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:17 now.
Michael England will be our guest after 7 o'clock. He not only owns the Exceptional Bean and manages it, but he's got a runner's podcast that happens right here on Hub Plus. And then Thomas Watson, he's from Salina, going to talk about some of the events going on in Salina. He'll be in at 7:30 with us.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. And the question is, what's the worst thing to eat in the car? I'm going to say chicken pot pie from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So you have a story about this, and before we went into break, you kind of brought it up about how frustrating it was. So you need to finish that story.
So me and a friend.
Not me.
No, not Sheila. We were driving from Atlanta, Georgia to Nashville, Tennessee. And he says, I'll drive the first part. Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
I'll drive the second part. However that equaled out. Didn't matter.
Right.
So we're leaving Atlanta, Georgia. We make it to approximately Kennesaw, Georgia, which is still...
What, 30 minutes or
30 minutes or so from Atlanta.
Like from here to Sparta.
Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and say it was 45 minutes to an hour. We'll give it that, okay? But Kennesaw is just right there.
It's not even a halfway point, though.
No. You're basically still in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so we're hungry, right?
Yeah.
And so we're like, let's pull over. We'll just go through a drive-thru and get something to eat. And he said, how about Kentucky Fried Chicken? I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get like a little sandwich or some chicken nuggets or strips or whatever, no big deal. We pull up there to the drive-through, and if that,
He's mad just thinking about it.
and that, ordered a chicken pot pie. I was like, how are you going to drive with the chicken pot pie? Because, those things are hot as all get out anyway. Plus, it's not something you can hold on to the steering wheel and eat
something with a spoon or fork
at the same time.
Yeah. It's got to be like little finger foods.
And why was that not a thought to my buddy here?
They didn't care. They wanted that pot pie.
And then so he gets the chicken pot pie. And before we get out of the parking lot, he goes, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to drive and eat this chicken pot pie. I was like, I know. That's what I thought. That's why I said,
yeah.
How you gonna
do it?
How you going to be able to eat chicken pot pie and drive at the same time?
Did you have to drive? Yeah, of course you had to drive.
I was so mad. I drove all the way to Nashville.
And then did you have to drive coming back too?
No, I did not drive on the way back.
Did he order another pot pie?
No, he did not.
Do you think he was doing that on purpose to get out of it?
I don't know.
Woof. Is he still your friend?
Of course.
But you've never let him live that down, have you?
Never. Every time we go through drive-through, where you can get another chicken pot pie? Oh, I always bring it up. You know me.
Yes, I do. And he holds on to grudges.
I don't hold on to grudges.
He does, y'all.
I do not.
Grudger.
I do not.
Grudge grinder is what he is.
So here's a few things you guys are saying here. What's the worst thing to eat in a car beyond a chicken pot pie from KFC? Kevin Tandy says a Big Mac. Thomas Douglas Bandy says a foot-long chili cheese hot dog from Sonic.
That's kind of, I was going to say that's kind of a finger food, but it's not because they give you the little knife and stuff. I usually use that because it's a gourmet hot dog from Sonic.
It's so bougie at
It
the
is messy.
Sonic.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I crave those.
Robin Hudnall says a taco. Yeah. Jim Hager says steak unless it's pre-cut.
Yeah, it's true. I'm thinking of something else. I've never had this in the car. I mean, I've ordered it. We all love Fazoli's.
Mm-hmm.
I would think spaghetti would be.
That'd be a terrible thing to eat in
But
the
I
car.
wouldn't eat it in the car. That's for taking home.
Now those breadsticks.
Yes.
Tell me,
Salty goodness is what that is.
I know. I love
Buttery,
those.
salty goodness.
Archie Winningham says watermelon, I would suppose. LOL. The Dabbling Duck Charters, they said crow.
That's hard to eat anywhere.
Eating crow. Let's see here. Russell says powdered donuts. Yes, but no.
Well, it gets all over you.
It does.
Even when you try to be careful.
Yeah.
Powdered donuts.
It is tough.
It's worth the mess.
Yeah.
I don't know about in the car, but yeah.
Let's see here. Sarah Bird says soup. That would be terrible.
Unless you just turn it up and drink it.
Erica says nachos. Another one for soup. Another one for tacos. Nachos and tacos and soup. Oh my, are really taking over what everybody's saying.
Beach, please.
Toby Ballinger says pulled pork sandwich. Now
It's not too bad.
no, that's not too bad.
What
I
I've
can
done
do
is
that.
left the sack around it,
Yeah.
pull it down. That's my little catch-all.
Right, you gotta leave the wrapper on there a little
I'm
bit.
such a good wife. I'll fix that for Tim and hand it to him.
Oh wow,
So if he wants to eat a pulled pork.
very good, Sheila. Wow,
I mean, he chauffeurs me everywhere. I got to treat him good.
that's impressive.
I learned from my mama how to do that.
Couple more chili dogs in here too. Rosie Rainwater says chicken chipotle wrap from Speedway. Yes, burritos, things like that. You got to have two hands for anything. Got to have two hands for,
You cannot drive.
or a utensil. I don't think those. I mean, all of those are terrible to eat.
Yeah.
Now there is some sloppy burgers you could get into that could
Sloppy Joe's.
What?
There you go.
Probably wouldn't want a sloppy
I
Joe.
have one of them in a long time, probably since school.
Isn't that funny? You can get almost anything through a drive-through except a sloppy Joe.
And you'd think that would be easy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's weird, isn't it? I never really thought about that. More tacos, and Tyler Mullenix says salad.
Yeah, I don't need a salad and drive.
Well, you can't. You got to have a utensil
You gotta
for
have
it.
that.
So, and chili, just flat out chili is on here too. Kim Vondra said that. So, thanks for all the interaction. You can find that at Jason and Sheila on Facebook. Good morning, Cookeville, all the places. So, get over there and tell us what's the worst thing to eat in a car.
There's a lot of bad things.
It does depend if you're driving, though.
Mm-hmm. I don't like to eat some of them even in the passenger seat, though. It gets messy.
I'll eat anything in the passenger seat.
No, I won't.
But when you're driving, it's a completely different story. Unless you have one of those self-driving cars, which I will say this, I was against them. And then I went to visit my daughter.
She has a self-driving car?
No. I rented a car. It was a new Rogue, I think, Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
And it had that feature. So my son went with me. Caleb went with me. And we were on our way back. And it was late. And we were hungry. And so we were both craving McDonald's. I know. We both got quarter pounders. We love the quarter pounder. And so I put it on cruise and then the self-driving thing. What? And I ate my hamburger while my car drove me down the interstate.
Don't you wish you would have had that with pot pie, dude?
Yeah, then it would have been great. Then it would have been
Would have even been an issue.
I see what you're doing. You're gonna let the car drive us while you eat your chicken pot pie.
That would feel very weird, though. Did it feel weird that you were letting
It
the car
did.
drive?
The first curve, I was like, "Oh, we're not turning. We're not." And then we finally, we turned. Yeah.
That would have scared me.
You have to put your hand on the steering wheel every now and then to let it know you're still awake and in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're in trouble. You still with us?
Which at
Wake
the
up,
time
buddy.
I didn't like, but I understand why.
There's some safety features.
Yeah, which made me feel better about everybody else on the road in case they were using that,
But you're following rules.
I'm following the rules. I'm awake eating a quarter pounder.
Yeah, that's the rules. You can eat a quarter pounder on you drive cars.
But man, it was pretty neat. So I was against it, and now I've decided I'm for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do they park themselves too?
There's some that can. Yeah, there's some that can parallel park for you. There's some that can. There's I believe it's the Tesla that if you're at the Walmarts and it's raining,
it'll come get you.
It'll come get you.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like husband order act.
It's like what?
A husband ought to act.
Like a husband ought to act.
That was real country.
Yeah.
It's like how a husband needs to behave.
Right. Run and get the car and come get you.
Yeah, but Tim's pretty good at that. But when he's not with me,
right.
This queen's gonna melt in the rain.
You need AI husbandry.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure
I'm kind of liking it now. It comes and gets me in the rain.
Elon Musk, you work on that, man.
You, Elon.
You work on that.
So far, only the Teslas will come and get me in the rain.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's some others. I don't think it's Tesla, the only one that's got that technology, or maybe I'm making that up. See, but it's
better come and get me.
But it seems like I've seen that. Like it will come and get you wherever you're at.
That's nice.
Or that was in some movie I watched.
And you liked it because you thought they ought to do that.
I'm pretty sure Tesla does. Anyway, y'all can Google that on your own. I can't afford a Tesla, so I ain't going to worry about it.
I'm going to Google it. Oh, wait, I forgot my phone.
Got the spoiler alert coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music and what's on TV tonight. We'll get to that here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See deal for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Foglight Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Tennessee Volunteers baseball team will host the NCAA Regionals starting May 30th, hosting Miami of Ohio, Cincinnati, and Wake Forest. The winner of the regional will move on to the Super Regional and face the winner of the number 3 overall seed Arkansas Regional. It's the 4th year out of the last 5 that Tennessee has hosted a regional round. The Las Vegas Raiders made punter A.J. Cole the highest-paid punter in the NFL yesterday. Cole agreed to a 4-year extension worth $15.8 million with $11 million guaranteed. Cole is a 2-time All-Pro and has been selected to 3 Pro Bowls. He's been top 5 in yards per punt for the past 4 seasons. In the MLB yesterday, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Kansas City Royals 7-4. Dodgers beat the Guardians 7-2. Mets over the White Sox 2-1, and the Tigers beat the Giants 3-1. The Indiana Fever of the WNBA announced yesterday that their star Caitlin Clark will be out for at least 2 weeks with a quad strain. Through 4 games to start the year, Clark is scoring 19 points per game and averaging a league-best 9.3 assists per game. It's the first time in her WNBA career that she will miss regular season games. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window studio. It's 6:33 now.
I don't even know what the high is going to be today.
Well, I don't know. I'm in a strange moment where I'm asking Sheila's husband, Tim,
because
to bring
I don't
the
have
phone.
my phone. For those of you just tuning in, I forgot my phone. I left it at home.
Asking him to bring it here, and it feels weird.
And I was like, ask him real nice and be real sweet.
I did. I said,
put a little heart at the end.
I did.
Jason did it all for me, but now he feels weird about it.
My message to Sheila's husband, Tim, was, Sheila said, pretty, please bring it to her. Question mark, heart emoji.
Now you know how I feel when people text me about your kind of stuff.
Okay.
But it's not all lovey-dovey.
Okay, I'll be there in a few, he says.
See, what a great husband.
Yeah.
And see, he comes and picks me up in the rain, brings me my phone.
Man, it's that easy when you're a female.
When you're a good girl.
Bring me my phone. Okay.
Okay. She loses me. I have to keep her happy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
He's a really, really good guy.
It's not how it works for us guys. It's not how it works.
I'd bring his phone to him.
Spoiler alert, things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Seth Meyers tonight has on John Krasinski. I hope I'm.
Oh, I know who that is.
And Reba is going to be on there.
Okay, now, John Krasinski is Emily Blunt's husband, and he also wrote The Quiet Place. And I don't know if he wrote it, he directed it.
I thought that was the guy on The Office.
Isn't that who John Krasinski is?
I thought that was the guy on The Office.
Yes.
And he wrote The Quiet Place?
Yes. And directed it. And then he said, wife, will you star in it with me? Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that.
Now you learned something new.
I
I didn't
did.
even have my phone with me.
Wow. That is real human intelligence, not AI.
You call me intelligent. I'm like a cat. I'm purring.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune is on regular TV tonight. So is Jeopardy Masters and the Game Show. That's all on ABC. CBS has all the FBI shows. The Cleaning Lady on Fox. America's Got Talent, the season premiere on NBC tonight.
Is Simon on that one? Simon Cowell?
Simon and Sofia Vergara.
Uh-oh. How are we going to stand it? Our favorite meanie and our prettiest lady.
Yep.
He was going to say something else. I didn't want to get him in trouble, though.
Destination X is on NBC. Down Home Fab is on HGTV.
What is it again?
Down Home Fab.
He's down home fab.
Sitting Bull. That's a series premiere on the History Channel.
That should be really good.
That will be good. And The Handmaid's Tale is on Hulu, the series finale of that.
You mean this is it? This is the last episode?
It says series finale, so I'm
It was
guessing.
getting close because last week, I'm not going to say who was on it, but a plane blew up.
Oh, wow.
Had a lot of people on it, y'all.
On streaming on Amazon, season 2 of the second best hospital in the galaxy.
Who's the first?
I don't know, probably Vanderbilt.
I'd say so.
Tom Cruise and director Christopher McQuarrie are in a serious conversation about a standalone film centered on Les Grossman's that's Cruise's outrageous Hollywood executive director from Tropic Thunder. Funny.
From Down Under.
Probably one of the funniest.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, it's where they think they're getting dropped off to film a movie about a war, but they actually got dropped off and it's real.
Are they men?
You've never seen Tropic Thunder?
Uh-uh.
It's a classic, Sheila.
I don't think I have, really.
Jack Black was in it. Who else was in it? A bunch of people. I mean, it's star-studded. Robert Downey Jr. was in it.
How did I miss this?
Who else? Was it Ben Affleck? I think Ben Affleck's in it. No, not Ben Affleck. Maybe one of those Ben Affleck types.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Maybe Matt Damon. No. The guy who plays Zoolander.
Oh, Adam Sandler. No.
Not Adam Sandler.
No. I can see his face.
The Zoolander guy.
Who you're talking about.
He's in it.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller's in it.
Close. That's why you said Ben Affleck.
So, I mean, it's star-studded. And the Les Grossman.
Strippers?
No, they're actors. And
Tropic Thunder, though, sounds like, remember there was a group of men that came to town. They were like a knockoff of Chippendales one time, and it was like the Thunder from Down Under.
Yes, I know that exists as well,
That's
but
not what this is.
This is a movie called Tropic Thunder.
That's probably why I didn't watch it. They tried to fool me.
Anyway, and
They were Chippendales.
Tom Cruise is in this too, and he plays a character called Les Grossman, and he's a Hollywood agent.
Oh.
And he's really funny in it. I mean, he's only in like one or two scenes.
But he makes the movie.
Steals the show in those one or two scenes. Yeah.
I have to admit, even though we know he's done crazy things and he's not real great to his women, his movies are good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Mission Impossible. I'm gonna go to the theater and see that. The fantasy series The Wheel of Time has been canceled after 3 seasons on Amazon Prime Video.
Never heard of it.
Me either. Michael, the long-delayed Michael Jackson biopic, has been delayed yet again.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
This time into 2026. Producer Adam Fogelson also told investors that the film, which currently clocks in at nearly 4 hours, might even be split into 2 movies for release.
At the theater?
I reckon.
There's no way you should make a movie for sitting in a place that is not your home.
They should break that up into
More than 2 hours.
hour sections and put it on Amazon or Netflix.
Oh,
don't you think?
I 100% agree.
I did watch the Pee Wee Herman documentary.
I started watching it. I liked it, but I fell asleep the other night and we didn't go back and pick it up. But
I watched the whole thing. It was interesting.
He's an interesting person.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's passed now, but.
Speaking of that, this was sad over the weekend. I'm sure most of you heard about this. Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty passed away. He was 79. He was battling Alzheimer's and had some other health issues.
I hate that.
I do too. I mean, some of y'all here have met him. He's come to speak, I think, twice for Life Church over at Hooper Eblin. I think it was twice, but anyway, it's just been
That's such a unique, really great family.
Yeah. And
they're proud of their Southern roots. And I know they did a lot of things for show on their TV series, but there's one thing Phil said he wanted to definitely show the whole family sitting around praying at the end because it was lost in America.
Mhm.
He wanted to kind of help bring that back.
Well, from what I understand, he was a real genuine guy, and the whole family's that way. From what I understand, I mean, I've never like met him or nothing, but that's just what people say, and
that's kind of why they stood out to me too, just because they were Southern and not, make no bones about it, not sorry that we're Southern kind of thing. We have our traditions, and then they did love God, so I like that show a lot. That family, I hate that for them.
Mary Lou Retton, did you hear about her?
What's happened to her again?
She got arrested in Marion County, West Virginia for DUI.
Well, she'd had some health problems, not too long ago.
Oh, wow. She had some controlled substances and some drugs. That's according to People magazine. Former Olympic gymnast was released the same day on a $1,500 personal recognizance bond.
I don't know what that means. That sounds, you don't ever hear anybody getting loose for that.
Nuh-uh. The incident follows her severe health crisis in October 2023 when her daughter, McKenna Kelly, disclosed that Mary Lou Retton was in the ICU with a rare form of pneumonia and unable to breathe on her own.
She almost died.
Later, she said that she nearly died and continues to suffer long-term health complications, including requiring daily oxygen due to severe lung scarring. Wow, she's had it rough.
Yeah. And I mean, was really healthy, and then that came along.
Just all of a sudden? Man.
Pneumonia, it does scar your lungs.
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah, and I can't say her last name, Gutierrez Reed, the armorer in the film Rust, the one where Alec Baldwin shot somebody, and they kind of pinned it on her.
Yeah.
Prosecutors argued she unwittingly brought live ammunition onto the set and failed to follow basic gun safety protocols. But after serving a 14-month sentence for involuntary manslaughter, she's been released. So there's that news there. In case y'all are still wondering about what was happening. At the box office over the weekend, apparently everybody went to go see Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
$183 million.
I figured it would do pretty good this weekend.
I mean, stomping mud holes in everybody else that's come out this year. $183 million. And that doesn't even count the money they're going to make off Christmas toys.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
And books and other little, it's going to be ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Coming in number 2 was Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning at a respectable $77 million on a normal weekend where there wasn't a Lilo and Stitch. That'd been plenty to be number 1.
See, people say they don't like Tom Cruise, but they go see his movie.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, what is this? The 7th Mission Impossible?
I don't know. He gets on a tangent and he's like, it's doing well. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I don't blame him one bit.
Final Destination Bloodlines comes in at 3rd with $24 million. Thunderbolts, $11.8 million. And Sinners comes in at $11 million. These totals are for the 4-day Memorial Day weekend. So
4 days, so Friday counted.
yeah, so this is a little different than the normal weekends, but still $183 million for Lilo and Stitch.
Hey, come on.
That's amazing.
It shows how important family movies are. People want to go see them.
Yeah.
Like their kids.
Oh, I liked Lilo and Stitch when it came out, when it was a cartoon. I
Real
thought
cute.
it was good.
Yeah.
But coming up, we've got The Real Good. That's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. Also, we said we're doing Ask Jason.
We're doing Ask Jason
All
this
right.
week.
Sounds good. We'll get.
Did I break or tie my record? I got all three.
You tied your record, but not mine.
I thought I tied yours too.
No, you tied your
I
record.
didn't get 12.
You did not.
I think I did, and you just don't want to admit it.
No, I'd admit it. Sheila. Why do you think so less?
Hear you huff.
I did huff a little bit. Made me a little huffy. We'll be right back, I guess. It's Good Morning Cookeville.
Try not to be too huffy. You got to answer those questions.
Brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Be right back. Hang on.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. A few showers are possible off and on through lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms becoming likely during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the mid-70s. It may be a bit breezy at times, with wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour possible. Scattered showers and storms will continue overnight with lows in the lower 60s. Scattered storms will hang around for Wednesday with highs in the mid-70s. We'll finally see a return of mostly sunny skies Thursday, with only a low chance of a pop-up afternoon storm and highs in the upper 70s. The weekend will be much the same story, with low 80s finally returning as we turn toward next week. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
This is where your tornado warning is currently in effect, and we want you to be in your tornado safe spot right now.
We're always watching.
And this will be moving over the triple point of Van Buren County, White County, and Cumberland County here soon.
We're always ready.
All these locations need to be in your tornado safe spot now. If you're out driving, listening to us on the radio, you need to be getting off the road. You need to be getting into a substantial structure.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, the country giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville. It's brought to you by our friends over at Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:49.
And coming in after 7 will be Michael England. He owns the Exceptional Bean Coffee Shop. He's got a runner's podcast. He's going to talk about all of those things. And Freedom 5K.
That's right, yeah.
Freedom 5K is coming up. Thomas Watson is from Salina. I was talking to the Chamber of Commerce president, and she's like, let Thomas come in. He knows all that's going on.
Let's get Thomas up in here.
Thomas is the know-all, be-all in Salina.
Good.
We'll find out everything going on in the Salina Del Hollow Lake area.
Good stuff. Can't wait for that. That's all coming up after 7 o'clock here on Good Morning Cookeville. Right now, it's a real good time. Every single day, me and Sheila go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it The Real Good. Ali Herrero recently graduated from Montclair State University.
I do declare
Montclair State University in New Jersey. She worked hard during her years at school, but also lived a secret second life as Roxy the Red Hawk, the school's mascot. Allie, dressed in the Roxy costume, attended school events as many students, including Allie's best friends. They laughed and cheered along, all while those friends had no idea your husband's here with your phone. Tim's the hero. Aww, Tim is real good.
He's real good.
The secret was finally revealed at graduation because nobody had any idea that all this time Allie was Roxy. After posing with her friends for pictures as Roxy, Allie removed the mascot head, leaving everyone around her stunned in disbelief.
Dun, dun, dun.
The friendships at the center of the surprise started during their freshman year and only grew stronger through the years. We've all been pretty attached to the hip, Allie said. We stuck together. We went on a cruise together. They're great friends, and I'm excited to see where they go in the future. And for Allie, the strength of those friendships made the big Roxy reveal even more special. That's hard to get away with.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you I guess they store the costume someplace else? Like she didn't have it like in her dorm room or apartment, probably.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they keep it. Locker room, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know, but good on her for keeping that secret.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. There's no way I could have been.
She probably has to sign a paper.
Would you have been secret about that? Or would you, if you were Awesome Eagle out here at Tech?
Yeah, because I'd want to continue to be, because if I've promised, you can't tell anybody where he's hidden.
No. Like, you wouldn't tell anybody that you were Awesome Eagle? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's pretty good at keeping a secret.
It'd be hard not to. But I think, they pretty much keep it a secret. Awesome Eagle, too, who's playing Awesome Eagle, right?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know if they got to sign something or what.
I don't know either. I don't know what the deal is
You'd tell people too.
On mascottery.
I think you'd tell people.
I tell everybody. I'm Awesome Eagle.
And everybody go, no, you're not. Oh, yes,
I am. Yes, I am. One more here for you. In honor of National Military Appreciation Month, a fitness center in Costa Mesa, California called Recoup Personal Training sponsored an event that featured friends, family, and clients performing push-ups for charity. This was the 14th year the gym raised money for their push-ups for charity event to help the Boot Campaign, a nonprofit group that supports veterans and military families through a health and wellness program. The hard work of the fitness enthusiast raised more than $25,000 this year. Matt Fetters, the owner of Recoup Personal Training, was thrilled to help the cause. He cares deeply about and proud of the success the event has had through the years. He says, I have a family history of military vets and also active members, so it's always been our cause. This is our 14th year raising money for this Push-Ups for Charity event. And so far, we've raised over $250,000.
Nice.
That is too cool. To Ali Herrero with the whole mascot costume and keeping that a secret. And to the Recoup Personal Training Center. Y'all are real good. All right, I guess.
I know what it was. I think I tied your record, didn't break it. Is that what I did?
No, you tied your record.
I thought since I got all three of them right Friday that I didn't win.
That was a long time ago. Friday was.
See, and I'm thinking I tied the record.
We're already halfway through this week.
Okay, here is your topic. This is Ask Jason.
Okay.
The topic is children.
All right.
He's good at that. He's a papaw now.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a dad, and you've graduated to papaw.
And I was a kid.
That's true.
So
96% of kids own one of these. What is it?
96% of kids own one of these.
Or they have one of these. They probably didn't buy it. If you think how many kids you see on a school bus or at school, most of them have.
School. So something that's allowed in school. Is it technology in any way?
No.
Like a book satchel or
You're getting close.
Backpack.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to think
He was
of.
trying to say, hey, I'll put it on my back.
Backpack.
Got one already.
Back satchel, we'll call
You know
it.
why he does so great? These hints I give him.
That's it. It's got to be the hints.
Second question.
All right, second
Ask
question.
Jason.
Okay.
Children around the world spend about 5 billion hours a year playing with these. What are they? 5 billion hours a year. Children all around the world spend playing with these.
5 billion hours?
Yep. Around the world.
Is it technology?
No.
Okay. A ball.
No.
I don't know then.
One more guess.
There's
a hint I've got, but it would definitely give it to you.
Well, I mean, it's got to be something simple like that.
Freaky Dave.
Legos.
Do I give that to you?
You don't have to. That's not fair.
You got to.
That's not fair.
Got to.
That's not fair, though.
I didn't tell you. I just said Freaky Dave.
Yeah.
But we all know.
He's a Lego nerd.
Lego maniac.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
For sure.
Nerd, maniac, all that. All right. 2 out of 3 so far.
All right. Let's do this thing.
All right. The third question for Ask Jason. 88% of men owned one of these as a child. What is it? 88% of y'all own one of these as a child.
Like one of those I can smell it just from saying it. One of those cap guns.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No. You're real close with that though.
Like like a regular toy gun then.
Specific. I'll give it to him. It's a squirt gun.
Water gun? Oh, okay. I'd have gotten
tap
there.
dancing all
I'd
around
have gotten there.
3 out of 3 because
of these,
I'm nice.
these great hints. I tell you what, Sheila.
I know, I'm fantastic.
You are great at giving
Did
hints.
I tie last week? I did.
We'll say you did.
I'll look back on the show because I really don't. I don't want to cheat. I'm not trying to cheat.
Well, yeah, you may be
tied.
You may be right, Sheila.
Because I thought you said, "Hey, get this," and you tie my record and something break it. I don't know. We'll have to look back because it is on demand.
Sheila's pretty sure I said some words.
He said some words, but it's been 3 days since them words.
Coming up, we'll talk to Michael England. The Freedom 5K is coming up, so we'll talk to him about that all next here on Good Morning Cookeville. Live from the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Hang out. Be right back.
TRN News.
Severe storms are responsible for damaging a tornado shelter at Arlington Elementary School Sunday. Officials say only the top layer of the roof was affected, and there's no interior damage to the safe room. No injuries were reported, although several trees were knocked down across town. Arlington's fire department remains on standby in case further storms hit the area. Residents are urged to use caution and watch for debris and downed power lines. Meantime, leaders of the Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Nashville planning to let go dozens of workers. The organization says they're laying off 51 people due to cuts to the U.S. Refugee Resettlement Program. Catholic Charities will still operate the Tennessee Office for Refugees and will continue providing assistance through their family resource centers across Middle Tennessee. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number one for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work. There's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
The Tennessee Department of Transportation getting back to work after suspending all road-related construction projects to help ease Memorial Day traffic. Road work was halted through today, with Tennesseans moving around the state for Memorial Day. The DOT says suspending construction helped maximize roadway capacities and minimize delays for travelers during this period. The alleged leader of a neo-Nazi group pleading not guilty to federal charges. Mikhail Chikavishvili, a Georgia man who was living in Moldova, was extradited to New York last Thursday, and on Friday he pled not guilty to multiple charges, including conspiring to solicit hate crimes and transmitting threatening communications. The 21-year-old faces up to 50 years in prison if convicted. Chikavishvili, also known as Commander Butcher, is accused of helping lead the maniac murder cult, and prosecutors say he inspired several crimes, including the school shooting in Nashville, a mass stabbing outside a mosque in Turkey, and a brutal murder of a woman in Romania. He's also accused of promoting other violence in New York. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. In-N-Out Burgers is coming to Cookeville. The Upper Cumberland Business Journal reporting that the restaurant will set up shop in the future Willows Shopping Center at the corner of Willow Avenue and I-40. Construction crews broke ground on the shopping center a few weeks ago. Slated to open in October 2026, the Willows will also be home to Home Depot and Target. White County has broken ground on a new health department facility. The Sparta Expositor reports that the $6 million building will be located on the corner of Moses Drive and the old Smithville Highway North. Construction expected to take between 12 and 15 months to complete. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office arrested a fugitive wanted since 2018 Friday. Joshua Kane Love apprehended at a home on Greenland Avenue. Love had outstanding warrants charging him with aggravated burglary. Deputies also arrested Ashley Green on charges of accessory after the fact for harboring a fugitive. Officials said she had previously denied knowing Green when questioned about his whereabouts. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. A few showers are possible off and on through lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms becoming likely during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the mid-70s. It may be a bit breezy at times, with wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour possible. Scattered showers and storms will continue overnight with lows in the lower 60s. Scattered storms will hang around for Wednesday with highs in the mid-70s. We'll finally see a return of mostly sunny skies Thursday with only a low chance of a pop-up afternoon storm and highs in the upper 70s. The weekend will be much the same story with low 80s finally returning as we turn toward next week. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window Studio at 7:07.
And Michael England, the owner, the manager, the one who talks about the bean all the time, the exceptional bean,
the mouthpiece,
and the Runners podcast.
Yeah, the Runner Dudes podcast. That's where they know me from.
Right.
Freedom 5K. There's some kind of soiree you got going on.
Well, that and in a new location at the hospital.
Yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool.
I'm excited for y'all about that.
Yeah, I think that's a win for us, for our employees and for the workers at the hospital and for the patients and their families. And so, yeah, it's been really, this will be our third week in the hospital, and it's been great. And so we were excited about that. It was nerve-wracking trying to get it. I keep making the mistake of saying, how hard can this be? And every time I say that, turns out it's very difficult.
Yeah, right.
So I got to stop saying that, but no.
Because things look easier when you're just watching somebody else do it.
Yeah, and that's been mainly, 10 years ago, that was my life. Other people were doing stuff, and I was like, man, they're making that look easy. And then you get in the game and start doing some stuff on your own.
Not easy.
Turns out it's not easy,
right.
But it's worth it. And so
it's like the entrance to the hospital.
Yeah, the big main entrance.
The big main entrance, and where are you from there?
It's if you go to the main desk right there, the security check-in, and you turn right, the gift shop is directly on the right, and then we are right of the gift shop. You can't miss us. We've got we got our signs up, so we've got some signage. And
there used to be another little area right there.
Yeah.
So y'all kind of took that over?
Yeah, they had a coffee shop, and I think they were having some issues keeping it staffed because anytime they were shorthanded, I think in the cafeteria, the coffee shop wasn't priority. They had to make sure that the cafeteria runs smoothly because that's what feeds the patients, and so that was a higher priority for them. So oftentimes, and I think the hours that they had it open, I think it closed at 2 p.m. most days. And so you've got people that are there all day, especially the nurses. They're there 24/7. And so that's been the biggest thing is the nurses have been really excited for us to be there.
And I know folks that family that are staying with their folks there. Yeah, they're gonna need that too. So I just think this is great all the way around.
Yeah, it's good, and you really, really need coffee if you've been at a hospital for 4 or 5, 6 days.
Oh gosh,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yes, we know what you mean.
So what's coming up? Is the soiree the next thing that's coming up? The soiree.
That's how fancy that.
Fancy?
Well, I'm not trying to be fancy. Celeste Gammons and CG England are trying to be fancy.
Oh, they're the soireers.
Yeah, the soireers.
Yeah.
I think, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
So,
as a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
So we do have a summer soiree. It is Sunday, June 8th, and it is going to be at Fire and Vine. They have been so gracious to allow us to use their space. And
Barry and
yeah, he's great.
Oh, I forget her name. She's great too. She's I want to say Sarah, but I don't think that's it. But really great people over there.
Oh my gosh. And so yes, they have donated their time, their space, the food. They're going to have top end food, and there's Littman Brothers is providing the drinks and the cocktails for the evening, and so Tyrone is going to be DJing, and so it's going to be a fun event. We've had some events. All of our events have been great. But this one, the Christmas event that we did, it was not, in my opinion, the most fun event. And so I've been to a lot of fundraising events where you get the catered meal and you listen to the speech and then you go home.
Right.
And I told CG there has to be a way to do something that is actually a fun night out, and people look forward to it. And then, oh, by the way, it's also raising money for the Exceptional Bean. And so this is what Celeste and CG and the board came up with, and I'm excited about it. I think this is going to be a really, really fun event. So
all right. So it's going to be at Fire and Vine. There's going to be food there. There's going to be drink there.
Yes.
And what other funnery will there be?
So we'll have an auction. We're auctioning off exceptional experiences. So
good idea.
Yeah. So we're going to have we've got a hunting experience. We've got a couch to 5K experience. We've got a girl shopping experience.
Couch to 5K experience. Yeah. What are you talking about?
So you'll get to go to Express Footwear and get a personalized shopping experience to get all your gear. It comes included. 6 months free coaching from the runner dude. That's me.
That's you.
And then we'll pay for your entry into a race of your choice, and then you get to come on the Runner Dudes podcast and talk about your experience.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. And literally 12 people will get to hear about it.
And how scary are you as a coach?
I'm very nice. And because here's the thing about running, I know we're not here to talk about running, but people go too fast. They push themselves too hard. It's the old no pain, no gain attitude. And that's not it, you know.
But when you say couch, I mean, are you talking about taking somebody who's fairly sedentary,
sure,
and turning them into someone who can do a 5K
100%
in 6 months?
Oh my gosh, yes. I'm gonna tell you, you could go from couch to half marathon in 6 months. People underestimate what they're capable of, but couch to 5K in 6 months is no problem. You can go couch to 5K.
Says you?
No, I'm telling you, it's listen. It's not that. It's doable. I mean, I went from bar stool and cigarettes to 5K in less time than that, and so.
Well,
and so
you were younger though too.
I was 35. I mean, I was old.
You're still good. You're still good at 35.
But that was 10 years ago, and so. But I was smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day, bro.
Yeah.
And like put them babies down and started running. I barfed a lot.
Yeah.
And then, but no, and I did it wrong. I think that's the big point here is that even when I got into running, I was doing it wrong. I was going too fast, going too hard. And so, yeah, absolutely. Couch to 5K. No. If you'll come to the event, bid on it, we'll get you in a 5K in no time.
All right. What else is there? Is there something more, I don't know, laying around to do?
Yeah, right. There's a barbershop experience that we're going to have where they get to go to this, that was it 1864, the Speakeasy.
Yeah.
You get a group of dudes together, you go to the barbershop, you get a shave, a haircut, and then you get to go to the 1864 Speakeasy for a drink and appetizers. And so it'll be the events are really cool. And then also Thomas will be auctioning off a commission. So you get to choose what Thomas makes a diorama out of. So he could do your house, your grandma's house. He could do whatever you want to make a diorama.
No kidding.
Yes, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, his If anybody hasn't seen Thomas Goles's dioramas,
man,
it's amazing.
They're like
as detailed and
lifelike.
intricate, and they look good. Like we have one at the Exceptional Bean. CG has one, and he's made one of several different spaces here in town. Ralph's Donuts, and they're really cool.
Man, wouldn't that be great to get one of like your mama's house or something like that?
Yes.
Always remember what it looked like.
He would do it right.
I know.
To scale.
Wow, that is some really cool stuff. That's not your normal silent auction stuff, man.
No, and that was Celeste's idea to do the experiences, and the hunting experience is going to be phenomenal. I got a friend who's got a cabin and the equipment, and essentially you have to have the safety classes, you have to have the permits, you have to have all the stuff, but he's going to provide all the equipment, and for a weekend he's going to kind of guide you through a hunting experience. So. A lot of really cool stuff.
Man, that is great. And that's coming up, you said June 8th?
June 8th. It'll be a couple weeks from this past Saturday, and we're looking forward to it. If it's nice weather, they're going to have that, the rooftop bar at Fire and Vine is very cool.
Yeah, it is.
Sam is who I was trying to think of. It is a girl. She's good.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah, they're great. They were so gracious in offering their place, and so it's going to be. And this is going to be. This is the fund. We're not doing a Christmas fundraiser. This will be our one. This is our big fundraiser, and so we're hoping that in years to come, this kind of catches a little momentum, and people start to look forward to it, similar to the Pink Gala,
right?
Similar to the Taste of the Town.
So people start going, "Are you going to the soiree?"
That's right. That's right. And so we're hoping that this becomes something that people put on their calendar and look forward to.
Well, sounds like it's going to be a blast. I love those silent auction items. That's great. It's 7:16 now. More with Michael England coming up. We got the Freedom 5K coming up as well, so we'll get to that here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:18 now.
And we have Michael England. I almost called you Thomas for some reason because I was talking to Thomas. Michael England, who is with Exceptional Bean.
Yeah.
And we talked about the soiree that's coming up.
Yes.
And we're going to have the Freedom 5K too.
Yeah, Freedom 5K. The soiree, you can get tickets at the Facebook, Instagram. The link is on both of those, the Exceptional Bean Facebook and Instagram. And then, of course, yes, the Freedom 5K is part of Red, White, and Boom. And last year was our the first annual Freedom 5K, and it went really
It did.
great.
It
A lot of people
Yeah.
in that race, especially for the first year. That was pretty awesome.
It was really good, and it's a night race, and I think that's kind of the hook. Those are always fun, and so we don't hit
It feels like it's going to be cooler.
100%, yeah. And so, I mean, looking weather's trending. We may all need jackets, with the way how cool it's been. But
It'll be 1 billion degrees.
It'll be 1 billion degrees. Yes,
That's
that's
never
how it
fun
works.
to run in, is it? When it's so hot.
No, training and running in the summer is the worst. But I mean, if I'm going to complain, I complain during the winter. I save all my complaining for winter months, so I don't mind the heat. But no, the night race aspect, I think, is what was really cool. We had like the glow in the dark, the red, white, and blue glow in the dark stuff, and it went really well last year.
Well, you talk about making things more fun, and I think having it at night does make it more fun because there's probably more hanging out before and after it.
Yes.
There's, I'm guessing, I don't
Yes,
know,
there was,
but you have a pretty big little party there in the parking lot there at Exceptional Bean.
Yeah, there is. We have a patio area that has Brendan Johnson Landscaping helped build, and it's a really cool space. And so we and then the packet pickup, bib pickup was in the Exceptional Bean, so we had an area that people could get in out of the heat pre-race because it was still daylight and 1 billion degrees.
1 billion.
And so everybody was able to gather in the Exceptional Bean. And so then post-race, when we were handing out awards and medals and things like this, was at the patio once it had cooled down. And so it was great. And we have such a cool community. All the guys with the EMS and the police department and sheriff's department it was such a safe event. The route was marked very well. They had everything, traffic control. And so it was just it went off without a hitch last year, and it was fun. So if you didn't run it last year, don't miss it this year.
What is the route?
So it starts in front of the Exceptional Bean, and it goes down Broad, back behind the hospital, over to Tech, all the way to 12th Street. And then we come up 12th Street by the football field, turn right on Dixie, and then straight back to the Exceptional Bean.
Okay.
And so, honestly, it is probably the flattest 5K route of any of these races. And so trying to find a flat route around here is difficult.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And so this one, really the only big hill that you're going to have to go up is 12th Street, the hill by the football field. So it's a pretty fast 5K route. And it finishes, once you top the hill on 12th, right there at 12th and Dixie, it's kind of downhill to the finish. So it's got a fast finish.
So if you had some of those shoes that had wheels built in,
oh, you're in.
You have to run.
You just heely your way to the finish line.
Do a lot of marathoners have those shoes with the wheels in, or is that frowned upon in the running community?
That's frowned upon. A guy did recently run. He ran the Boston Marathon in blue jeans. He set the world record for the fastest Boston Marathon, or the fastest marathon time in blue jeans. So I'm not sure what sort of chafing situation he had going on.
He used some powder.
Used some Gold Bond in there.
Yeah, maybe that monkey butt stuff.
100%. Yes.
100%.
You got to powder before you run in jeans like
that. Yes.
Right.
But
I don't even know how he did.
Hey, you know what? Has anybody done it in overalls? You could do that.
So
that's not near the chafing.
A lot of these races, especially like the Haunted Half Marathon, we have there's a costume party. So it's Halloween themed, and people show up, and there is a contest to who has the best contest or the best costume. And so this is the Freedom 5K. So you want to dress up as Uncle Sam and run this thing as Uncle Sam? Let's go. Whatever you want to do.
Or as a rocket.
Yeah. There we go. Rocket, red, white, and blue rocket. So,
of course, you'd want to be the Rocket.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
I'm thinking, Uncle Sam, you'd need a wig, and I would not want to run in a wig.
It'd be hot in a wig.
I know.
Yeah.
Even at night, it would get hot.
Oh my gosh, it was swampy. I mean, even at night, it gets warm once you get to moving because the humidity's so terrible.
Now the Freedom 5K, that is also a fundraiser for Exceptional Bean as well.
Yeah, so Ricky approached us last year, and he said, we're having this 5K and would like to, the proceeds from the 5K, he would like to donate back to the Exceptional Bean. And so this year he has got a lot, there's even more stuff going on. He got the Army. I think there's going to be like a big Army vehicle parked there. And so it's going to be very patriotic.
course.
And so, and the Red, White, and Boom is such a fun event. There's so much going on.
Bigger and better than it's ever been.
I think so.
This year, I mean, from what I'm been able to hear so far, it sounds like it's going to be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever, and allegedly the last time at the Putnam County Fairgrounds.
Okay, I thought they said that last year though.
They did, but the fair's going to be there one more year.
Okay,
and then they're gonna move.
But then they'll have a even bigger space, right? It'll be better.
That's from what I understand. Yeah. And I think next year too be the 100th. No, it'll be America's 250th anniversary. The 250th birthday.
Look at that.
So I think the next year will be an even bigger,
bigger, better.
Yeah.
We're excited about the 5K, and so it was very nice, very thoughtful of Ricky to include us in the Red, White, and Boom, and it was a really, we had a great turnout, and so it was definitely worthwhile. And so everyone, I think, I got nothing but positive feedback from everyone that participated, and so we're really excited about it this year as well. And I think the best place that you can sign up is at Red, White, and Boom Cookeville.com. Has got the link to sign up for the 5K.
Okay, and then so when you sign up, and you get like a T-shirt and all that stuff with this as well,
Yes, you'll get a T-shirt, bib, and it's a closed course. It's professionally timed, all the things. So it's going to be
just one of those that qualifies you for something. You get points for this. No.
This is just a.
I just know some are and some aren't. Some are sanctioned or whatever you call it, and some aren't.
No,
this is for funsies.
Okay. Yeah, this is for. But what's fun is it is professionally timed. So runners who are trying to find out if they're getting faster or what their 5K time is,
like a good practice run. Then
listen, I will tell you, anytime, I don't care how small an event it is, when you have an actual bib on and you're on a clock and somebody's professionally timing it, it's exciting.
Yeah.
Now I've seen a lot of runners don't even want to run it if it's not timed.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you don't have,
they want to know, they keep up with that.
Yes, it's a big deal.
Huge.
What's a good time for a beginner?
So, I mean, if you finish a 5K, honestly, if you're I'm talking beginner, anything under 40 minutes is not going to be terrible. I mean, if you're just, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, finishing, honestly, is a win.
Yeah.
Covering the distance is a win, especially if you're just getting started.
Going the distance.
That's it, cake. We may be playing that song at the event.
Perfect song, yeah.
Yes.
I'll make the request with Troy Amin, the Hit Machine.
That's right. He's going to be there.
Right, yeah.
And so
DJ
he was
Troy.
He was bringing the tunes.
Yeah.
And so, no, it's just finishing. I tell people all the time, man, to not get so hung up on what your time is and just worry about finishing. And that's the start there. If you can cover the distance, then we'll worry about how fast we're going.
That could be a life lesson right there on anything.
Oh,
don't worry about it. Through it.
Just cover the time. Just cover the distance. Just finish.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Moving.
Yeah. And it's so easy to look at others and think,
let life happen. Sheila.
That's it. You think, oh, they're going faster than me or they're better than me, and it's just like everybody's got different circumstances, and so running is it is an analogy for life in so many ways, and so just finish, man.
All right, Michael England here with us. Got the
words of wisdom.
All the time.
Got the soiree that's coming up on June the 8th. That's at Fire and Vine. And you can get tickets through the Exceptional Bean Facebook and Instagram pages.
That's right. There'll be an Eventbrite link that you can get tickets for that.
And then the Freedom 5K is coming up, and for that you go to Red, White, and Boom Cookeville.com and you can get signed up for that.
That's right.
So no matter if you're a runner or a eater,
we got something for you.
That all benefits the Exceptional Bean, which, if you don't know, it's a charity disguised as a coffee shop. Is that how you describe it?
So it is a mission disguised as a coffee shop. Yes, and we employ individuals with special needs and disabilities. July, we're coming up on our 3rd year.
Wow,
which is crazy. Time flies, and so we've had such positive experiences with those that that work at the shop, and to watch them grow and their skills and social skills, and it's just been incredible.
And a nice feature on Channel 5.
Yeah.
By the way,
Forrest Sanders. We were on News Channel 5 the other night. It's on. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched it on YouTube. Looked, it was really cool. It was a great feature. And
Oh, look at this. It's our people.
Yeah.
Yes. And Michael, who was on the feature, did great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And he's one of a kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he did. Forrest is so good at editing those things together, and Michael did really good. And so it was really cool of Forrest to do that for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, congratulations on that.
For sure.
All right. Michael England here with us. You can find out more about the Exceptional Bean, because y'all have a website too, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Exceptional Bean.
The Exceptional Bean. Cookeville.com.
The Exceptional Bean.
The Exceptional Bean. Cookeville.com.
All right. Michael Wynn, thanks for being here. We really do appreciate it. It's 7:30 now, and coming up, we've got Thomas. What's his last name?
Watson.
Okay, Thomas Watson from Salina going to be here. Lots of things going on in Salina. They're doing great things up there. So great opportunity. Maybe the next 2 or 3 weekends, get up to Salina and have a little fun, because they've got it going on. Thomas will tell us all about it coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We will be right back.
Awesome.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never, ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Tennessee Volunteers baseball team will host the NCAA Regionals starting May 30th, hosting Miami of Ohio, Cincinnati, and Wake Forest. The winner of the regional will move on to the Super Regional and face the winner of the number 3 overall seed Arkansas Regional. It's the 4th year out of the last 5 that Tennessee has hosted a regional round. The Las Vegas Raiders made punter A.J. Cole the highest-paid punter in the NFL yesterday. Cole agreed to a 4-year extension worth $15.8 million with $11 million guaranteed. Cole is a 2-time All-Pro and has been selected to 3 Pro Bowls. He's been top 5 in yards per punt for the past 4 seasons. In the MLB yesterday, the Cincinnati Reds beat the Kansas City Royals 7-4. Dodgers beat the Guardians 7-2. Mets over the White Sox 2-1, and the Tigers beat the Giants 3-1. The Indiana Fever of the WNBA announced yesterday that their star Caitlin Clark will be out for at least 2 weeks with a quad strain. Through 4 games to start the year, Clark is scoring 19 points per game and averaging a league-best 9.3 assists per game. It's the first time in her WNBA career that she will miss regular season games. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:33 now.
And it's just a beautiful Tuesday. I know we've got some showers that could possibly come, but right now it's starting out pretty good. Not wet right now. It's 65, and it was just dark clouds this morning.
Yeah.
Earlier, but I'm not sure when it'll rain. I know Anthony Taylor will tell us.
I think there's a chance of rain all day today, but I think
Just
it's
off and on.
spotty.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
But not too.
To be
not
real
too
honest,
hot
I
out
haven't
there.
paid attention. It just seems like it's just going to rain forever.
No, it's like, I'm used to it. So
I still haven't got my garden ready. And I was noticing some people ran up to Monterey the other day and was on Highway 70. There's always people who have pristine garden spots.
yeah,
And even they haven't got theirs out yet.
because of all the rain.
Which made me feel better. I was like, oh, okay. Because you can tell they're retired people because there's no weeds in their garden ever.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful.
Right. And then there's mine.
you got work to do.
Yeah. But anyway, I would like for it to dry out just a little bit. Donna's getting real anxious about planting stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta get that done. It needs to dry
He
out.
always has plans on what y'all are gonna.
It needs to dry out to save my marriage.
Honestly, that garden spot needs to dry
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Or Donna's gonna be real
She
ill.
can be upset.
Yeah.
Today is National Cellophane Tape Day. It's like that, just a regular clear tape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like it on presents when I wrap presents.
But I mean, that's pretty much the only time it gets used anymore is.
It is because it doesn't hold as good as that sturdy old duct tape.
Nah, I couldn't tell you the last time I just used regular tape.
I used to use that for my posters in my room when I was a teenager
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't use anything else that would mess up the walls.
Yeah. You know, they had that weird putty you could put on the back of your posters. Or what's supposed, but
That was too expensive. I didn't
well,
get the putty.
that it didn't last very long. It hardened up. And
And then
yeah.
no more putty.
Today is also National Grape Day, and it's National Grape Popsicle Day, which is one of my favorite of the popsicles.
I love the grape and I love the orange.
Yeah, grape and orange are my two favorite. I do like red.
Oh, you know what? There's not a bad popsicle.
Well, they all taste the same. It's just sugar water, frozen sugar water.
Well, they convinced me the lime tastes different.
I did the last time that the kids were in, the grandkids. I did. I got one of those things that you make your own popsicles. You know what I'm talking about? That sounded like a really good idea at the time.
But it wasn't.
No, because they break open and they don't know, they just weren't right. They still taste great. I used like high C.
Did
And
you
they-
leave them frozen and
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the freezer?
Yeah. I mean, I did all the right things, but they were too big. They're too wide. You can get, I don't know, just
It just didn't work.
right. Yeah.
Well, we've got special guests in here with us, Thomas Watson from Salina. How are you doing, Thomas?
I heard you talking about popsicles there.
Yeah.
And I remember back in the olden days when we made our own popsicles using Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Put them in the freezer and
That's
put
what I was
put a
trying to
toothpick
do.
in them.
Yeah.
We just
You
use
need
our
the
ice
little
cube tray.
square ones now.
Well, so this is one of those, Thomas, that is pre-made kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you had a little plastic holder, and you could put that in there. Then you poured the Kool-Aid in there, and you let it freeze. And then your stick was just the little plastic piece that came with it.
We always just use the ice tray and toothpicks.
Yeah.
That's what we used, yeah.
Well, that's probably what I should have done, because this was obvious too fancy for me to operate.
It didn't.
Right.
It broke halfway in the middle of it.
Yeah. So I didn't do good, is what I'm trying to say.
Now, with Salina, I hear that you're the man that knows everything about Salina.
Well, no, I don't know about that, but I've spent a long time there as a teacher, retired as a teacher, but was the basketball coach at one time.
Yeah.
And retired. And then I became the CEO of the Exceed Network. You may have heard of that started the first, internet stuff.
Yeah.
I wound up actually physically building the internet system there in Clay County schools.
Oh, my goodness.
And at the end up became CEO of Exceed for a little while.
Well, how about that?
So just a lot of things. And right now, a few years ago, the county commission appointed me as curator of the old courthouse there. And of course, I'm a history major in college, so always interested in history.
Well, now that is too neat. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, well,
what's been one of the things that maybe you found out about Solano as you were, curating things and looking at the history of, and what was something that maybe surprised you a little bit?
Well, I don't know whether maybe surprised, but just knowing that the old building is still standing there is probably a surprise because a lot of smaller towns and cities around, when you got something new, the first thing you wanted to do was tear the old down and get it out of your way.
Mm-hmm. But it's so much history.
Yeah, but this building has remained. It was completed in 1873.
Oh, wow.
So it's been around a long time, and at one time was, still an full-time operating courthouse. But a few years ago, with ADA, and you have to go up steps to get into the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the only way to keep it as an active courthouse was to put like an elevator in, which would destroyed the character of the building because it is on the National Register. And so right now we're trying to kind of restore it, refurbish it, and find a new use for it.
That's wonderful.
Well, the Solana, like everything else in the Upper Cumberland area, Solana is growing, and talk a lot about tourism, and tourism's growing in Solana as well. Is that something that at least that's what I'm hearing? Is that what you're hearing and seeing as well?
We've always had the tourists there.
Yeah.
And, the big thing with any small town, if you want the folks to stop on the way to Dale Hollow Lake, you got to give them a good reason to stop. And that's kind of the thing, we're working on now to make the town more attractive. And we're trying to, we're working on a bypass there in Salina now that will we have hundreds of log trucks come through the four-way stop in Salina every day.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to make a 45-degree turn, cut through a parking lot, the edge of a parking lot to get through, and it's not really safe to walk around there at some times. So, one of the major things is to turn Salina into a walking town, get people to stop. And they're at the courthouse. I know that we've opened a few months ago the Rolly Hole Marble Museum there, and we draw some people to that. And
that's another question: is how did Salina become like the Rolly Hole capital of the world?
Well, I guess there was only two places that this game was played, and that was in Clay County, Tennessee, and Monroe County. And we really don't know how it developed. We look back at the Cherokee Indian games and things like that. It's kind of like a combination of golf and pool, except you're not outside. You play marbles on a 20 by 50 dirt yard with 3 holes in it. And the object is one team against another team to try to put your marble in those 3 holes 3 times and keep them from it. And it doesn't require, any equipment. At most sporting things, you've got to have equipment, gloves, balls, suits, all this thing. In order to play Rolly Hole marbles, all you need is a dirt marble yard and 4 marbles made out of flint rock.
Now, Salina, there is a place that you can go year-round and play marbles, play Rolly Hole. Is that right?
Yes, we have down at the fairgrounds. We have a place down there, and I live up on the hillside there from that, and I can look down and see when the guys are gathering down there, and I go down and sit and watch. I hadn't played in many, many years, but I go down and watch those guys, and it's interesting. And, I know Standing Stone has the Rolly Hole Championship, with its kind of etiquette and rules and all this thing. But when you get the guys off them by themselves, there's a lot of jawing and carrying on.
I'm sure, yeah.
And it's just a fun place to be down there.
Well, we had the young boy that actually won his age division last year on our show too. We thought, why do you think that has continued to be such a great tradition, even with the younger folks? Because like you said, things change and people, the interest isn't as good in some things, but this one still has a lot of interest in it.
Yeah, of course, the young man that was here, he'd actually won the national championship in ringers marbles. Okay, now the first young lady that won there, her step grandfather was an old Roly Hole marble player and maker, and one of the things was when she went up to the contest, most of the marbles there they're glass marbles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she took her flint marble with her, which gave her a little bit of an advantage because the flint marble does a better job of knocking marbles out of the circle.
I bet it
than
does.
the glass marble.
The flint marble is the preferred marble in Roly Hole?
Yes.
Okay, not the
yes.
glass ones.
No. Okay. I mean, the glass ones aren't allowed.
They're not allowed.
Only flint marbles are allowed, and of course now they're made now, and the guy making them, they make them with using a diamond saw and sawing them out and grinding them out.
But you'd have to.
Well, now they can make one like 12 or 15 minutes. But, the neat story behind the marbles, when I said it didn't take any money to play, the farmers or the farmers' sons would go out in the field and they would find a real pretty piece of flint rock. And they would bring it home and take a hammer and a chisel and chisel out squares. And then when they'd get it square a little ways, they would take like a black diamond file and walk around and just start pecking on it until they got it pecked pretty round. And then they would have made a hole in a sandstone rock in a fast-moving creek. They would take that piece of flint marble over there that's still kind of rough and pecked on and everything, and put it down in that hole and come back about 3 months later and pull out a polished made marble.
No way.
Caused by the stream spinning the marble.
So you think that the reason that marble Roly Hole got popular here is because we have a lot of flint rock and
yes,
and that, so it not only was it natural to play, it was natural to have the stuff to do it.
But we've always made marbles. In the museum there, just a few weeks ago, I actually found a place that had a set of marbles that were pre-Civil War that were actually made out of clay.
No way.
I mean, there's just. But with that, and the stigma around marble yards, not like a pool hall or anything. I know there used to be a historic marble yard in a community called New Hope, up on the hillside there and on a farmer's place, and men would gather together there, and this was adult men on Sunday afternoons, and they gathered there, and there was no alcohol involved, no bad language. I mean, it was just a place where they could go, and being New Hope, being a strong church community, that was a big deal because. They wanted, a place where it was go and just have fun.
And solve the world's problems.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And we had, numerous characters over the years that played there. I know we had one player who was known as the Sage of Booger Holler, Mr. Millard Plumley.
The Sage of Booger Holler.
And he was kind of a recluse. But he would come out on Sunday afternoon and play marbles. But I mean, that's kind of the attraction to it. But, over the years, a set of rules did develop. I know I started playing when I was 10 or 12 years old. Wasn't very good, but I played. And there's a set of rules now that they have written down, and the marble has to be within a certain range size. And but that is for the museum. I mean, for the national championship. But but other than the national championship, it's still. We have all kinds of tournaments during the year, and it's just a very, very fun, community type thing.
Sure. Well, it's that, and it's something Salina can hang their hat on too. Is say this is where that all happens right here.
The story of it with finding your own flint and then kind of chipping away
Yeah,
at it,
I mean, that's
putting it
cool.
in the creek, all of
Good
that.
stories. Got more with Thomas.
See, those of us that were like 10 or 12 years old, our uncle would hand us one of those rocks. And we'd be the ones that went around and
Thomas, tell me your last name again. I'm sorry. Watson. Thomas Watson. More with Thomas Watson coming up here in just a little bit. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Tuesday morning forecast. A few showers are possible off and on through lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms becoming likely during the afternoon hours. Highs will top out in the mid-70s. It may be a bit breezy at times, with wind gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour possible. Scattered showers and storms will continue overnight with lows in the lower 60s. Scattered storms will hang around for Wednesday with highs in the mid-70s. We'll finally see a return of mostly sunny skies Thursday, with only a low chance of a pop-up afternoon storm and highs in the upper 70s. The weekend will be much the same story, with low 80s finally returning as we turn toward next week. Be sure following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
When severe weather strikes, every second counts. Stay ahead of the storms with your hometown stations of Cookeville Communications, your trusted source for live, local, and accurate weather coverage with Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather.
We have additional storm activity extending up into Smith County, on up into Gainesboro. This is not severe, just some heavy rain.
We're always watching.
Heed my warning. You're under a tornado warning right now. Very likely a tornado heading your way.
We're always ready.
The storm cluster will be moving towards Lafayette and Hartsville and northern portions of Smith County within the next 30 minutes.
From breaking storm alerts to up-to-the-minute radar updates, our team is on the air, around the clock, keeping you and your family informed and safe when severe weather threatens the Upper Cumberland region and Middle Tennessee. When severe weather happens, be ready and stay ahead of the storms. With 94.7, The Country Giant, 98.5 KISS FM, 106.1 The Eagle, 107.7 Grace FM, and Hub Plus on your Roku device.
It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 751.
We have Thomas Watson with us. He is from Salina, and we're talking about all the events. Y'all just had a chocolate gravy festival that went really good,
Holy
too, over in
smokes.
that area.
Well, there was a ton of...
I know.
It was like Woodstock.
Yeah, we kind of kicked the idea to try to come up with something unique. You know, there's celebrations for everything in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We looked at salmon patties and all these different things, and someone said chocolate gravy, and of course somebody said, "What is that?" And so
they didn't know what chocolate gravy was.
But, man, that's something that we all grew up eating.
Right.
That was a treat, know, for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and since then, I've noticed more people serving chocolate gravy. I think they saw what a crowd it drew and was like, well, maybe we should put that on the menu.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And just recently, we had a video screening there of Long Hard Streak, story of the outlaw Billy Dean Anderson, that hid in a cave up in Pickett County for 5 years.
I don't know about that.
Well, he was kind of an outlaw. He was raised up, and the hopes were that he was going to be an evangelist. He was just like a 14, 15-year-old, one of these, real good evangelist-like minds and everything. But somewhere along the line, he picked up a pistol, and the story goes he and his buddies were at a drive-in theater up in Fentress County, and they didn't have any money, so they decided they'd go down and see if they would give him a bag of popcorn. And the guy behind the counter said, "No, we don't give it away, we sell it." So Billy, he reaches back behind him, his buddy hands him a gun, and he shoots beside the guy, and then they made a run for it. From there,
did he get popcorn?
I don't think he got his popcorn.
Oh, he had, yeah.
And from that,
left.
It kind of ballooned from there, where he was, various times in prison, 4 or 5 times. But usually when he got in his prison background, he would start a church group inside the prison. In about 3 or 4 years, they would release him. And of course, one of the last.
They thought he changed his ways.
Yeah, but one of the last, of course, that happened a number of times. One of the last times when he got released from a prison up in the other side of Glasgow, Kentucky, he robbed the bank on the way home.
He just couldn't help himself.
And then they captured him again, put him in jail, and he escaped. And they put him on the most wanted list for escaping. not for any crimes other than escaping.
Yeah.
And he hid in a cave in Pickett County, close to where his mother lived for 5 years.
Wow.
And while he was there, he did paintings, just extremely talented paintings, carvings. And at the show, we had some of his paintings there, and we had the hour-long show that's going to be premiering on national PBS here this fall.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
definitely want to see that.
Oh, yeah. Billy Dean
Anderson.
Billy Dean Anderson.
This happened in the late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And, but he was quite a character. And you can do a Facebook search on him. There's all kinds of information there.
Sounds like he had a
lot
devil
of it's
and
true and
angel
a lot
on,
of it's not.
One of each on his shoulder, a devil on one side, an angel on the other, because there's a little bit of good and a little bit of bad.
Yes.
So you do you're in radio too. You're a radio guy.
Yeah, we do a live radio show down there on 101.5 each Thursday morning with local characters and just various things. And I know, right now we have our Memorial Day celebration there where we have 640 crosses, white crosses.
Oh, wow. That's a bigger number.
With a name on each side.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's like over 1,200 veterans that are actually either interred in Clay County or have been cremated or in a national cemetery somewhere or another. And it's a sight to behold when you
Well,
go in
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the pictures, and even just picture alone is
It give you chills.
it'll stop you in your tracks there a little bit.
And of course, the old courthouse itself is sort of an attraction because the Clay County Salina there, we actually have a better claim to Cordell Hull than Pickett County does, but they got in front of us. Cordell Hull's father was a logger, and he was kind of an outlaw too. His father was Uncle Billy Hull, they called him.
Uncle Billy Hull.
He was
I love all these names.
And he was, I think they maybe ran him out of the Venters, Pickett County area up there where he maybe killed a man or tried to shoot a man or something or other.
Well, that's how things went down back then, though.
And he brought his business down to, where the two rivers come together, and they would tie log rafts together. And he would float the logs from Nashville, some of them all the way to New Orleans, some to Cincinnati, and things like that.
Wow.
They'd just make a boat out of a bunch of logs. And the neat thing about that was, I'm wandering everywhere, but the neat thing about that
this is great. I'm loving every minute of this.
Yeah.
The workers that would work on the log rafts, they would, it would take them weeks to, float the logs down to Nashville. And once they got down there and they got their paychecks, they would realize it'd probably take about half of their paycheck to ride the steamboat back up the river. So most of them walked back home from Nashville to Salina.
Oh my!
You are kidding me.
And the neat thing about that is when they walk back, they usually brought something with them that has now become a family heirloom.
Yeah.
Like I think I have a shotgun that my great uncle carried back from Nashville, but I mean that's kind of the way it worked. And, and another neat thing, with the poultry business we have here now.
Yeah.
The number one product that was shipped up the river on the river boats was chickens.
Oh.
Back in the 1800s.
Well, how about that?
You know, I never thought about
and
how
then
they got
now
all
they
the
go up by
chickens
trailer
to us.
truckload.
Yeah.
But they would come on ships, I
Man.
guess, because now they come on, like you said, tractor trailer. But they'd have to get here somewhere, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Somehow.
Wouldn't that be cool if there was still a steamboat that would
I would love that.
would come around and do all that? I mean, like, wouldn't it be cool if you could go to Salina and take a cruise to Nashville and back?
That'd be great.
That'd be a blast.
You can do that with your pontoon now if you want to.
Well, I don't want to drive.
They
drive,
can
Thomas.
actually lock you through down at Cordell Hull Dam, and down in Carthage. And we do have some folks. We have had some folks that took their houseboats all the way to New Orleans. From
How long does that take?
I don't know. I wasn't on that thing.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have-
Yeah. I mean, that seems like that'd take a long time, and
Yeah.
you need to be retired for sure.
Well, some of us are lucky.
Yeah. So when we talk about, the big thing, at least in the Putnam County area and around, we just got a little bit of time left, maybe a minute. As far as growth goes in Salina, are you seeing a lot of growth come to that area?
We have, quite a few people moving in there. And I know we have quite a few retirees. I know a lot of people, a lot of retirees. I know we're kind of downgraded on that because we don't have these activities for retirees. But a whole lot of retirees aren't looking for activities. They're looking for peace and tranquility,
peace and quiet.
Yes, and we attract a lot of those, and we really appreciate folks moving in. And I do know we've got some new stores coming in there once in a while. I think we just had a fly fishing shop open there, because we have a lot of fly fishermen that like to fish the Obi River. So, we have lots and lots of things there.
Well, Thomas, thanks so much for being here with us this morning and telling us about some of the history of Salina. That's very interesting. I'd like to come and just have a whole sit down with you. That'd be great. That'd be a blast. Yeah. It's Good Morning Cookeville, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, live here in the Willow Window Studio. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye now.
Bye.